There, Kira here with a quick DIY embellishment tutorial. So I'm making these like layered butterfly embellishments, and I made these for a Spiegel Mom Scraps layout. So I'm using some of the sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. These ones are called Baby Butterfly. And I'm going to be making some pink butterfly embellishments, but I made a layout with similar embellishments that were blue, and I used a different sequin mix, and it's for a blog post for Spiegel Mom Scraps, which I will link below so you can see the blog post for that. But I wanted to show you guys how I made the embellishments since I didn't film the process video for this layout. So what I did is I started with a bunch of butterflies that I cut out from one of the free cut files that's offered by Spiegel Mom Scraps, which I'll link down below where you can get this cut file. But I just cut out a bunch of butterflies in different sizes and shapes. There's 2 different shapes on the cut file that I used, and I just cut both of them out and sized them differently, and then just did it on a bunch of different papers and vellum. And then I just kind of layered them up. I didn't really care, what butterfly shape went with which. I kind of liked the mixed matched kind of look of the different shapes of the butterflies. And I like to do like paper, vellum, that kind of order, just because I think it gives it a nice texture look. So once I layer up the butterflies on top of each other, sometimes I use glue and sometimes I don't. So the first one I didn't use any glue, but the second one I am going to use some glue. When you use the glue, you just have to let it kind of sit for a little bit longer before you poke your holes, because otherwise the glue doesn't really do any good. So once you've got your butterflies the way that you want them, I just poke 2 holes in them. You could definitely do more if you wanted to, or if you're doing bigger butterflies, you could do more, but these are pretty small. So I just did 2 holes, and then I thread a needle with just regular like sewing machine thread, not embroidery thread. And I just double it up. So you're basically getting 2 threads through the hole at a time. And I just go up and through the butterfly, and then sometimes I put sequins on right away, but sometimes I do it the second time around. So like this one I went up and through and then down again, and then I went around the butterfly, and then strung some sequins on there, and then just kind of string the thread around the butterfly so you get a nice kind of extra texture there. And then once you have it the amount of times around the butterfly you want it, then you just kind of loop it around the back so it stays together. And that's it. It's pretty easy. I don't really know what better way to explain it, but here I'm making a third one. So I'll thread my needle. Again, I just go up through one of the holes, string some sequins down through the other one, and then I just loop the thread around the rest of the way for the butterfly. So I don't keep going through the holes. I just go through the holes once or twice, and then the rest of the time I just kind of just wrap it around the butterfly, like the butterfly's body, I guess. And then just make sure that your sequins are kind of right in the center of the butterfly. So I'll have some close-ups of the layout that I made here in a minute at the end. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and make sure to check out the blog post where I use these butterflies on a layout. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.